So this video is slightly different to anything I think I've done before. I've decided I'm going to live off £20 for the whole week. I've made my little meal plan of what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna try and stick to this best as possible, but I bet as well, and you can hold me to this, I bet I'll have so much leftover food from all the meal prep. So that should counteract the fact that I've used a few bits from the week before, because I'm gonna have, I think I'll have more food than I know what to do with. Is she speaking too soon? Who knows? On with the shop. How many times have I said let's get to Aldi and haven't left? Right, Aldi. And that is it. I am back from Aldi. I got in and sort of meal prepped my lunches, so I'll go through what I bought to make the lunch, but it's not here because it's in the form of soup. I have an Aldi shop. I had to pop to Sainsbury's for a few bits, and I have some bits that I sort of already had in my cupboards. Maybe that's cheating, but I don't like waste. And as well, I've said this before, but when you do a weekly shop, you don't start from scratch with nothing in your cupboards. You tend to accumulate things like oils and herbs and spices over time. When you do a weekly shop, likelihood is you'll just be topping up a few bits, but you will have some stuff in. So we'll go through that in a minute. But first of all, we have the Aldi section. So in Aldi, I spent £12.22. Which I think is really good going. For the majority of my shop, I only needed to get 3 things from Sainsbury's, so majority of the stuff that's gonna last me the week was £12.22. In Sainsbury's, the 3 items were £5.95. I'm starting to question how necessary the items were. So in Sainsbury's, on 3 items, I spent half of what I spent in Aldi to get all of this stuff. That's crazy. I'll talk you through what I got. I'll put the prices up on the screen as well, so that you can get an idea of how I'm gonna make this last a week. Hopefully I do. But first of all, I'll talk you through the veg I got. So I picked up some mushrooms, I picked up some peppers, I bought some fresh chilies and some onions. So I've sort of done a little bit of a meal prep plan. So what I tend to do is I like to cook in bulk. So if I make a chili, for example, which I will be doing, I then want to eat that chili for probably 2 nights of the week, or even pop it in the freezer and have it the next week. But for the sake of this challenge, I'm gonna try and make all of this stuff last me the whole week. So I'm gonna have chili twice, I'm gonna have fajitas twice, I'm gonna have pasta and pesto twice, and then I haven't got as far to think of the last meal yet. But I'm sure something will be left over, or there's something I can whip up with what I've got left. We'll see. And also I haven't spent the full budget yet. I think I've spent like £18 something. So, little £2 meal on the last day. Who knows? Obviously that veg will stretch for the fajitas, it'll stretch for the chili, and it'll stretch for the pesto pasta, so that's perfect. Little bit of a treat, but got some cheese. They didn't have mature cheddar, so I had to get medium, which bothers me. Nice cheap bag of pasta. I doubt I'll use all of this for 2 meals. I think this is the one that's gonna stretch quite far. The pesto to go with the pasta. And for the fajitas, I've got salsa. And as a little treat, I got some little tortillas because I thought I could maybe make some nachos with the cheese and the salsa. And, hear this out. So because I'm having soup for my lunches, the butternut squash soup that you saw me make, I needed bread to dip in it, of course. But then I needed wraps as well. So I was in the bread section getting wraps and bread, and I thought, why not get something that works for both? So, and these were cheaper than wraps as well, I went for some pita breads. So I'm gonna have these with my soup every day, but when I have the fajitas, I'm just gonna have them in a pita. And I got 2 packs, and getting 2 packs of pittas was cheaper than getting a loaf of bread and the wraps. So that was a nice little life hack I tried out. Then I've got the tins of stuff, so I've got 2 lots of beans. I actually think I would have done this one cheaper in Sainsbury's because they do have that tin of mixed beans, but they didn't in Aldi, and I was trying to not go to Sainsbury's and ended up going anyway, but I'd already bought these. So I have the butter beans and the kidney beans, but they were nice and cheap anyway. And then I have 2 tins of chopped tomatoes there as well. So the chopped tomatoes would be great for the chilli. But also, I was even thinking on that last day, I've got some potatoes over there. If the veg stretches, I could even use some curry powder I've got in the cupboards and make like a curry. Who knows? And then last but not least, I thought I can't cheat and be drinking like hot drinks and stuff and it not be in the budget, because I know that's something you top up, but I am trying to stick to this challenge, and tea and coffee can be saved. So I'm trying to give you a realistic view of how you can spend that in a week. Really sorry about the lighting, by the way. The sun keeps going in and out, but let's have a disco. So I bought some peppermint tea because it's a little bit better for you. I really like peppermint tea and it was nice and cheap. So I thought a nice excuse to be a little bit healthier. And then from Sainsbury's, so that's all for the Aldi shop. All of that was £12.22, which I thought was brilliant. I was even like adding up as I went round, and this is a nice top tip to feel like you've saved money. But as I go round, I like completely round up. So if something's like 170, I'm like, that's £2. And I'll do that with everything. So then when I get to the till, I'm like, I was thinking it was gonna cost like £16. That's what I think I had in my head. And I was like, it's quite a lot considering I've still got to go to Sainsbury's, but we'll see, we'll see. So I rounded it all up and then got to the end, she said £12, and I was like, just feel like I've saved money. But really it's just bad maths. So back to Sainsbury's, I bought a big multi-pack of Quavers. Again, not an essential, but if I'm having soup every day, I quite like to have a little packet of crisps with the soup. Not essential. I probably didn't need to get these, but I'm giving you a realistic view, and you can still live off £20 a week and have the nice little treats you like, and crisps are my treat. So, massive bag. I think there was like 12 packets in there, so I'm not going to eat 12 packets of crisps in a week. 1 bag a day. That's the rule. And then for my Ryvita breakfasts, which I'm probably going to have most days, I've got the avocado, this is where it starts to maybe get like slightly more expensive. Avocado's not that expensive, but it is probably a little bit more luxurious than having like toast. So had that, and then from Sainsbury's as well was like a giant butternut squash, and that butternut squash and some onions and garlic and everything I put in, it was like onions, garlic, chilli and butternut squash on a baking tray, blend it all up, and I used Marmite for vegetable stock, which I already had over here, and I've managed to make 5 portions of soup, which is brilliant because that's the working week, and so I'll be able to have that today because I'm starting the challenge today, and for the rest of my working week, so I'll be able to take that into work, and then on the other days I can have like whatever I've got in and make something a bit more simple. I've done quite well with that. That butternut squash went quite far. I think that I could have made more portions of soup as well, but I did make it quite thick, so. And with regards to what I already have like half a box of Ryvita left because I bought a big one last time to save money because it was a bit of a deal. So I do already have the Ryvita. Maybe that's cheating, I don't know. Bought oil last week. I found these little seasoning packets. So I've got a chili one and a fajita one, so they'll be brilliant for the chili and the fajitas, obviously. A little garlic, which is excellent for cooking, and I used this in the soup last night as well. Some leftover sweet potatoes. Like I said, they could go in the curry, they're gonna go with the chili probably. The mai as well, which I already had, and that's obviously been used as vegetable stock. So that's my shop. That's how much it all cost me. So the total I have spent on my shopping for the week is £18.17. So we have to make that work. I have to make that work. I'm gonna make that work for this week, and with the £1 Wow, my maths is bad. With like the £1.80 we have left, maybe I'll have to like restock on something. Maybe I'll have to like, I don't know, eggs might be a good one. Maybe I could purchase some eggs and have like an omelette one night, or like have those for like one of the lunches on a couple of the days. I don't know, I'm saving that £2 for an emergency. But I think, not only do I think this is gonna last me, I watch this space because I think I'm gonna end up being able to sort of meal prep for next week too. We'll see, maybe. In which case it's lasted me longer than a week, which is great. So, I will let you know how I get on, but first of all, it is breakfast time and I need some Rivita and avocado pronto because I am hungry. I'll catch you at the end of the week, guys. I ate well. Might be some meal prep in the freezer, who knows? And I managed to spend